Hey guys, Kirby Vacuum Collector and Fixer here, and I'm doing the part 3 of my collection by section for Kirby's. So I got my classic series here. I have all 4 of the classic series that were made, the 1CR through Tradition. This series was produced from 69 to 81. So right here we got the 1970 Kirby Classic 1CR, which is pretty much original. It's just the decals have been replaced, and the front axle is a newer one, but it's because it was rebuilt in '98. But it's a really nice Kirby. It works great. I just need to hand polish it again because it's starting to oxidize. So, but yeah, it's a nice Kirby, and this was the first 16-inch model with the bigger nozzle and just the whole bigger body, and it had the oval emptor. So then over here we got the 1975 Kirby Classic Omega. This one is a really nice one. It was rebuilt in 2004, and it still looks just like it did when it was rebuilt. It's very nice. Very, very nice. And it runs great. It's kind of like the 1CR. It's basically original, just a few little things here and there that have been replaced, like the axle. And the cord is actually not original, but it's the correct color, so yeah, it's a very nice one. This was the first double insulated Kirby, if I remember correctly, and introduced the basically the more common style before the G series. So the Omega through Legend 2 had kind of the same type of motor and how you would take it apart and repair stuff. And it introduced the newer style bulbs, like the, I don't know what they're called, but I guess the smaller version of the old style bulbs. Not the really small ones you get in G series, but I don't know, just the rounder, smaller ones. But yeah, so it's a nice Kirby. So here we got the 1976 Kirby Classic 3. This is arguably one of the most iconic, most well-known Kirbys, especially for its color. It's a really cool Kirby. The color is just, that's one thing I like about it. It's got the unique Visibelt, and yeah, this Kirby, really no different than the Omega. They just made it look nice with the red. Introduced this style topper for a bag. And now this was the last Kirby with the cord on the bag side, and the early ones still had it on the bag side, but then switched over to like this, where they're on this side. And now this one has its original pointed grip or tall grip with the pretty uncomfortable handle. These grips are infamous. They're well known as being one of the strangest vacuum grips, and I don't know, they were interesting. A lot of them got replaced though over time, but I still have that one. So then over here we got the 1979 Kirby Tradition. This one is my most original of the classic series. It's a really nice Kirby. I just need to polish it, that's all. Now the headlight locking lever is broken, but it's really just there for show at this point. But yeah, so the early Traditions had the locking headlight. You would pull it this way, and it would basically not open unless you did this and opened it, which is kind of weird. It was not, I don't know, I feel like it wasn't practical. But yeah, it was interesting. And yeah, it has a safety switch under the headlight hood right there. So, but this one doesn't work, so it's just, it just runs without a nozzle. And also this one, the belt lifter turns really far, which is interesting. But yeah, and it's a cool Kirby, and it was the first one to have the disposable bags, whereas because the first 3 classics had and every Kirby before it had the shakeout. This one you could pick between shakeout and disposable. Although the disposable setup on here isn't the greatest because the fill tube is extremely narrow. But, I mean, hey, they were just beginning, right? They eventually improved it. So, anyway, that's all my classic series. Now, you get to hear them running, so here we go. So that's all my Kirby Classic series. Thanks for watching. I will have more soon.